back to Listen, I Have an Idea, and I have my dog Lizzie joining me. I figured that yesterday I talked about writing inspiration, so today I'm going to talk about the exact opposite, procrastination. So last year I made a video on procrastination on around the 8th or the 9th day because that's when I hit it. This year it's a little bit earlier because I gotta say I'm kind of falling behind in my words count. Not by a whole much, so I figured I would give you guys some tips and some tricks, some of the same ones as last year, but a few new ones to help you get through your procrastination. So tip number 1 is to use a calendar. I use a variety of different types of calendars. Not only do I use it in my phone, but I also, these tips are good tips, okay, Lizzie? I also have a few written down ones. So the one I already showed you is the one that I printed out myself. I will leave a link to it down below. And on it has how many words you're supposed to write per day. And as the days go, I check them off. I'm kind of behind on crossing them off. The procrastination's hitting. Of course it's gonna hit. But I also have another one that I use as my mouse pad. So anytime I'm at my desk, I look at it and I see what's going on. So it's the month of November in calendar form, and on it I have a ton of different things written. Basically every single day of NaNoWriMo is written on there, and I have a few video ideas as well as, Lizzie, you're making this very difficult for people to see. I have all of the writer spotlights and my birthday marked out on the calendar. Tip number 2 is to reward yourself. This one is so important, and it's basically the tip that I've used for everything in life. If there isn't a reward, it's probably not worth doing. So I like to keep this little jar of candy corn, yes, Lizzie, candy corn, right beside my desk. So after I write a couple hundred words, I will eat 1 or 2. And then Lizzie, of course, has her reward box. We call it the cat box. A tiny bone. Tip number 3 is to set goals for yourself. So of course there's the daily goal of around 1,667 words, but then there's also little goals. So say if there's things that you want to do in the day, maybe watch some Netflix or watch some TV or play some video games, set yourself a goal to write maybe 500 words or complete your daily writing challenge, the 1,600 words before you do that. It kind of acts like a reward as well. So once you're done writing, you can do whatever you choose. Tip number 4 comes from one of my YouTube friends. Her name is Haley, and I met her during Camp NaNoWriMo back in April, and she is also partaking this month. She had mentioned in one of her vlogs back a few days ago that she finds time to write because she's prioritized it. When you're participating in something like NaNoWriMo, obviously you've set this as a priority, as something that you want to do. You want to achieve the 50,000 words. So when you are actually writing, you find the time and you make the time to write. So if you're having trouble coming up with time or trying to make the time or wasting your time on social media, just remember this is something that you signed up for, and it's challenging. It is a very difficult challenge, but you know what? Make it a priority and hopefully it will be something that becomes fun. I don't think Lizzie wants to be in the video anymore. Tip number 5 is tried and true, and it is taking a lot of breaks. This is something that I do quite frequently, but I try to only take a break once I get to the end of the page or once I hit a certain word goal that I'm working towards. Sometimes I'll write about 500 words and then take a break because I feel as though I've earned it. Once you've hit that word count, you're like, yes, that's great. The last tip that I have for you today, which is something that I've talked about many times over the course of these past year when I've participated, and that is if you are writing and want to take a lot of breaks, the number 1 tip for you to do is to drink a lot of water. The more water you drink, the more often you're gonna have to go to the bathroom and take a break. And so I try to keep this massive thing. This is about, how many? 2.2 liters or 74.4 ounces, so it's quite heavy, and I try to drink at least 1 of these a day. Sometimes I'll drink about 1.5. So far I've had 1 entire thing and then this amount today to drink. So I've been taking a bathroom break every few hours, and it definitely helps get my mind off of not what I'm trying to write, but it gives me a moment of clarity to come back and to reevaluate what I'm writing and see if it actually works with what I want to express. So this is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow's video is going to be the first writer spotlight. So if you've been commenting on my videos or trying to get my attention on any other social media platform, you might find yourself featured in tomorrow's video. Before we go, we have to get to the question of the day. And today's question is going to be, what makes you procrastinate the most? My answer is this thing sitting right beside me. She practically lives in my room right next to me as I write and when I'm on my computer. But you know what? I love her, and I wouldn't want it any other way. Right, Lizzie? Okay, thanks guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!